Another one of the killer bees in Houston goes into baseball immortality. Yeah, Jeff Bagwell joining his buddy Craig Biggio in the Hall of Fame. Let's talk about Bag, Steve, getting in this time, and he'd been waiting and finally gets in. Are you surprised, or is this kind of about time that Bagwell gets in the Hall?
Yeah, it's about time. I mean, I think he got really close last year, just over 70%, 71%. It looked like this was going to be his year. And again, I think some of the baseball writers got through this guys where there's the cloud of suspicion with PEDs. That's the only thing that held Bagwell back. The numbers warranted Hall of Fame election his first year on the ballot. There's no question about that. But I think they made him work for it. They made him wait it out a little bit. But I think there's a level of acceptance right now and a statement made by the writers that if there's no direct test or direct link to PEDs, you're going to get our vote if the numbers are worthy. Here's a guy who was a rookie of the year. He was an MVP, 450 career home runs thereabouts, and it didn't get to the 500 number, but only 15 years. Injuries started to cut him off at the end. But you look at the runs that he produced, runs scored, RBIs. I think 9 years of 90 RBIs and 90 runs scored. He did it all. Solid defensive player, Gold Glover, and oh, by the way, could steal a base as well. He was the entire package, that combination of power and speed that's uncommon for first base.
And Steve, you had to go up against him when you were a GM of the Metropolitans. When you guys were looking at Bagwell, not a whole lot of holes in that swing. What'd you try to do to get him out?
Yeah, but walk him. I mean, he was poison. He would have that ability where, he'd start with the wide base, and then he would stride backwards. Most guys stride into the ball. His stride would come back, and then he'd uncoil at the plate. And I could just, as we're talking about it, I can picture RBI double after RBI double to the right center field gap at the old Shea Stadium. He owned us, and it seemed like every time the game was on the line, here he comes walking to the plate with big old forearms and that beard hanging down, and next thing you know, he's on second base, hands on his hip, and his teammates are all cheering for him. Honestly, I couldn't stand him.
Right there with you, but baseball loves him now. In the Hall of Fame, Jeff Bagwell. Steve Phillips, RGM here at the Big 120. Appreciate the time and the information as always.